Welcome to this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live, the show which ensures that you profit from your time spent here with experts, either through their industry insights, information, or simply learning from them. And today we have Sue Pat. She is a lifelong solopreneur. She's passionate about helping fellow entrepreneurs launch, scale, and sell digital products globally. She specializes in areas like email marketing, membership sites, affiliate programs, and collaborations. She's also a podcast host of New Beginning Inspiration for You. Welcome to the show, Sue.
Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate the opportunity.
You are welcome. Welcome to the show. Welcome to India in this online form. I'm sure once again you are from India itself,
Oh, yeah.
if I understand. So in that backdrop, so not only in India, but this is going to help a lot of people across the globe, and we'll be talking to a global audience in that sense, India as well as global audience. And so in that backdrop, but before that, let's understand a bit about your journey, Sue, your background, your journey, so that the audience knows who they are listening to.
Yeah, I have a diverse background. Back in India, I was doing PhD in pharmacology, but then I got married. I came to US and I wanted to continue my PhD, but I got admission far away, so I switched to computer science. And I was really careerist, gold medalist or something that category. And the moment I got my first kid, my career went into wherever, and I just wanted to stay home and work from home. And then I just started my businesses, and I had various kinds of businesses: computer consulting firm, placement firm, network marketing, you name it, and I did everything. But during pandemic, we just decided, okay, I'll follow my dream. Pre-pandemic, I was totally bedridden. I couldn't walk, and I recovered miraculously. That's a long story. I'm not going into that. But when I recovered, I thought that was a bonus life I got in my life. So I wanted to devote that only for solopreneur success, because nobody understands solopreneur. Only one solopreneur understands other solopreneur. So I started blogging, and then they wanted podcasts. So because people, I got a lot of traction on my blogs, and people say your blogs are really informative. We don't have time to read. Why don't you start podcast and YouTube channel? So I started podcasting, I started YouTube channel, and I started creating everything what they asked me to do. They means solopreneurs, and that is how my journey began. And I really want to help solopreneurs, because most solopreneurs don't see second year in their business, and many of those who see second year don't see fifth year in the business. And I want to reverse that trend. So anyway, I can help solopreneur, I want to help them.
Absolutely, absolutely. So why do you say nobody understands solopreneurs better than another solopreneur? Help us understand
Yes.
this. And before that, because times are changing so fast, uh, who is a solopreneur? Every freelancer is a solopreneur, or is it? So that is why I'm asking, who is a solopreneur, and why do you say only solopreneurs understand each other? No one else will understand it at that.
Actually, I shouldn't consider myself into category of a solopreneur. I think I should consider myself as an entrepreneur, because I never have been a solopreneur. I always had a team. So right now also I have a team. I have a VAs, and I also have a SEO team. I have various teams I'm working with. So I shouldn't say solopreneur. Solopreneur is generally someone who is wearing many, many hats and doing all kinds of work related to business, or someone who is starting a side hustle and they are doing too many things. Solopreneur, you can just say that who quits his 40-hour job to get into business to work 80 hours. So those are the solopreneurs I can say. And solopreneur, as the name says, solopreneur means someone, it is like a one man show, and that is how mostly the side hustles start. But you need someone to complete, because you have so many blind spots, and as a one human being you are never going to be perfect. But when you have a team or you have a partner, They will cover your blind spots and you can have a better team, because just one person you are not perfect, but together everyone can do and achieve way more things. So nobody understands solopreneur means, I'll tell you my example. For example, whenever I started my new businesses, my some businesses went on really well, some not that great, but hey, they gave me lesson. So your friends ask, okay, so are you? We are going out. This is Saturday afternoon. We are going out here, here, here. Are you coming? I say, no, no, no. I have appointments. Saturday? What kind of appointments you have? And then Sunday afternoon, you are in your office. Your husband comes to your office and says, hey, why are you working? Today is Sunday. And my husband was involved into a startup, but it was a regular startup. It was not an entrepreneur kind of startup. It was a regular, full-fledged VCs provided tech startup. So he understands long hours, but he doesn't understand how can someone work 7 days a week. And I don't recommend, because that can easily lead burnout. But that is how generally solopreneurs work. And your friends and family won't understand, but other solopreneur can surely understand, because they are going through the same grind. And that's why you need a community support and help from other solopreneurs who can understand you, who also have the same challenges as you, and they overcame those challenges and they got success, so that you can learn from them and you can succeed.
Right. So, can you enumerate some of the common challenges that you find that people know about it, but they think it's part of life, but they do not recognize it as a challenge, and so they don't venture out to solve those challenges. So, if you can tell some most common challenges that solopreneurs face, especially when building an online business.
See, many solopreneurs actually I come across, they ponder on the idea for a long time. For example, I'll give you example of my husband's friend. He started designing his e-course like 3 years back, and when we had a get together, so that time he was telling me, he was asking me which platform I'm using and all, and I told him everything. After that, I created like 6 7 e-courses, all published, and they have been actually selling really well. I created membership site. I did lots of things. But every time we get together, I ask him, Ashwin, how far your course has come? And he always says, it's coming up. So 3 years he's working on just one course. So I think especially when it's your first project, it's like a baby project. You want it to be the best and the perfect. And I just want to tell you, it's never going to be perfect. As far as you are living as a human being, nothing is going to be perfect. And my mentor says that the moment you become perfect, God will call you. So as far as you are better today than yesterday, you are on the right path. So I think just avoid perfection. For example, when I launched my membership site, I had actually founding members, but I told them this is not going to be perfect. I will keep on improving my site every day, but it's not going to be perfect. And that's why I'm giving you this special rate. And you won't believe, people accepted me with open arms. Then, second of all, so actually, whenever you are starting a project, you are your greatest critic. Let me tell you, nobody judging you as much as you are judging yourself. So be kind to yourself, be your own friend, be nice to yourself. Don't just keep on judging and criticizing yourself. No doubt you want to become better, but you become your best friend, you give yourself positive vibes. You be grateful about the opportunity you have. Thirdly, so, solopreneurs, they always have shiny. I cannot say always, but most of them have shiny object syndrome, because many times they are looking for different strategies, some different opportunities, and they want to learn, they want to educate themselves, but that also draws them into, oh, then whatever I'm working may not be the perfect, it is not the right, let me try this strategy. And then what they do, they jump from one to other, and that also means cannot give them any result. For example, they hear one webinar, TikTok, it is the best one, you should do selling on TikTok. And then they, 3 months, 6 months, they try, nothing to show for them, they go somewhere, oh, you are into B2B, forget TikTok, you should try LinkedIn. And then they try LinkedIn, and then they just keep on wasting time. May decide what you want, stick to that, finish that. Once you have something, revenue coming on cruise control, then you try different strategies. So this is also they're getting distracted, and distraction is also a problem, because what happens, if you take a magnifying glass and if you start spreading on the paper, it paper just becomes warm. But if you focus on one particular point, it will burn. So that also they don't understand, they keep on so it is lot of waste of time, resources, energy and money. Plus they don't want, they really don't go for a mentor, someone, they should look for mentor who has been where they want to be and who has achieved the success, someone they can relate to, so that they can follow the guidelines and they can achieve. Because it is always good to learn from your mistakes, but it is better to learn from somebody else's mistakes, so that you don't do those mistakes, you do your own mistakes, no doubt about it. But at least you don't do the mistakes what your mentor has done, because your mentor will tell you this works, what doesn't work. So there are so many things to link, so many things to list, but these are the main challenges. And that's the reason. And I have seen even cases that people, okay, Friday evening they get together, okay, we'll launch a company. Saturday, whole Saturday they have a discussion, and Sunday night they fold the company, and Monday morning they go to work. So I have seen all kinds of cases, so just be nice to yourself, and give some time. If you really want to see sizable great income, you have to give at least couple of years of undivided attention to one particular project, and then you can surely see. And then you have, of course, everyone is multi passionate, but once you have one thing which is on cruise control, you can set that on cruise control, and then you can work on other things. That is what I would suggest, because there are too many things to list, but these are the main challenges, I would say. But as a solopreneur, you should love yourself, be grateful, be kind to yourself, and just give yourself a chance, because it's not easy. Because yeah, there might be some people asking, oh, you started your business last week, how much is your income? It's not gonna happen.
Absolutely, absolutely, Sue. So, a lot of people want, to have income immediately. And a lot of people think, because it's an entrepreneurship sort of a thing, I should wait with, some time and wait for that time to come where I can earn. So, should they look at earning immediately, or should they look at establishing thing first and then look at earning? What is your suggestion on this, Sue?
See, I help people both ways, because now I have created a program where people can start earning money within their 7 days, and it is totally unheard of. But it is not actually really impossible, and that's why I have a roadmap. If you want to make money in 7 days, I have a program. If you want to make money in 30 days, I have a different roadmap. If you want to make money in 90 days, I have a different roadmap. So, for example, I have a program called MRR Success, that is Master Resell Rights, where you can get the ready-made package, and you can get the email campaign, and then you can just start sharing that offer, and you can see the revenue within a week. And I can show you cases after cases who have created 4K of income within their first week. This is basically, it is ready made. There is I cannot say that it has any of your magic touch, but if you want immediate income, that is possible. But if you are ready to wait for 30 days or 90 days, then I have other package that is called PLR package, and that is called private label right products. There what you can get the basic product of your interest, and then you add your sprinkle, your magic, your unique value proposition, you add your bonuses, and you can tailor make that product. But you get the foundational product, and then you just add some extras which are from your heart and which you like. You can brand it to your colors, you add your logo, and that doesn't happen in 1 week, and that can happen in 30 days if you already have a established email list. But if you want to develop email list, then I can show the strategies, like you can participate into bundles, or you can collaborate with people, you can do affiliate swaps, podcast swaps, or freebie swaps. There are many collaboration opportunities you can do, and those can be free and some can be paid, but means basically you have to pay them only after they create the revenue, so that you don't have to even invest money into ads. So that roadmap will take like 90 days to create income. So depending on what your needs, and if you really want to pursue your passion, if you want to really want to create your dream e-course, yes, you can create that. Once you have this steady revenue coming in, go ahead and create your dream course. Nobody's stopping you. Just have, because it is so hard for people to take money from their family budget and put into their business. And it might look really small, but it adds up. That's why I teach the strategies that you can get started for free. For example, I have a course where you can design your first digital product, first e-course for free. You can promote it for free, and once you start selling that, once you start making revenue, then you can upgrade your membership or upgrade your business, and you can invest. And then of course you can follow your dream, you can create your dream course.
Absolutely, absolutely. So in terms of solopreneurs, many a times they dwindle between this thing called overwhelm and uncertainty. So much of work, but uncertain income, and that is where comes the importance of mindset. What sort of a mindset would you want solopreneurs who are looking for digital success? What do you tell them? How do you
So
tell
this
them?
is so important. This is the actually one of the best questions I can ever get. Mindset is so important because physical manifestation happens first. It has to manifest in your mind. Because if your mind is giving you vibe, oh okay, I'm not good enough, this is not right, this is not perfect, oh this price is not right, I think I'm charging a lot and all, your prospect will sense that. It is a everything is decisions are taken subconsciously. They are taken from your heart, and then your logical mind justifies that okay, whatever decision you took, it is a right decision. So mindset is very important, and that's why even in my on my membership site, I have resources like meditations and affirmations and all, because those are so important, because without that you cannot succeed, you cannot go ahead. And I studied many religions, and even Bible says that the power is in your words. And Gita also, if you read everything, studied Buddhism, everybody gives the same message, that first you have to make yourself right, and then your business will fall into place. And overwhelm, yeah, I think overwhelm it is there because they are doing too many things, and overwhelm it can be avoided by various things, and I'll just give you two strategies to avoid overwhelm.
Right.
See, initially when I started my membership site, I had tons of resources and I spent thousands of dollars to collect those resources, and I wanted to share all those resources to my members. And when I started working with my members on one, they really didn't want all those resources. They just wanted a quick win. And then I studied many membership sites. Some membership sites had hardly any resources, but they had a high touch. And that's why that membership site was very successful. And resources are available everywhere. You go to YouTube, you will find tons of resources, free resources. But you, your members, your prospects, your clients, they need your help, your magic touch, your support, and that is so important. So that's why when I realized my members wanted a quick win, I created this roadmap. So I said, okay, you tell me your goal and we will follow this roadmap. Forget all these resources. And now I tell them, this membership is like a grocery shop. You come here, you just shop whatever you want, keep rest over there. Maybe you will need the rest of the things next week. It's like a gym. You go to gym, you don't use every machine every time you go to gym. But next time you will go, you will use a different machine. So you can avoid overwhelm that way. And overwhelm also comes because they are wearing many hats. So the first of all, if you get a chance, if you have budget, low value things you can delegate or outsource. It's your business, so use your brain, your strategy. But that doesn't mean you have to work like a graphic designer. That doesn't mean you have to work like a podcast publisher, or that
Right.
doesn't mean you need to work like an uh, admin. That doesn't mean, for example, if you are not comfortable with SEO, doesn't mean you have to learn SEO also. So those low value things you can surely outsource, you can delegate, you can create some free time for yourself. So that is how also you can avoid overwhelm. Third, have focused niche. Know your passion and just follow your passion, follow your heart. Don't keep on looking around. Okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do everything. Yeah, we know you are superwoman, you are superman, no doubt about it, because you are starting your business. That is really great. We know you are great, we know you are the best. But just focus on one thing, make it happen, then surely you have time to pursue your other goals, other dreams, and you can live your ideal life.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you talked about the importance of community. Solopreneurs will understand other solopreneurs better. Where do I find a good community for myself? Which is the best place? Though there are people everywhere, all across the world, but which is the best place to find?
It all depends on your goals. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve? For example, here you are doing podcast. So you can find the communities which are related to podcast. It totally depends on your goal. And there are free communities and there are paid communities. So for example, I'll tell you, I have free community and I have paid community also. So my free community means I have a free Facebook groups and free LinkedIn groups for joint venture. And there are hundreds of entrepreneurs already there, and they are all free. So if you are looking for any kind of collaboration, you can just join the group. You just say that I need help to promote my offer or something. Someone will come and help you. So free communities are there. Then I also have a paid community. So my paid community is my membership. So what is the difference between free community and paid community? So free community, I have people, they are willing to help. Even I will help. I will promote your offer, or I can do joint webinar with you. I can do all those things in the free community. But in my paid community, I give my time. So, for example, I have a challenge coming up. I have a weekly challenge for my members. So, my next week's challenge is to create a vision board. So I'm creating video, I'm putting that into my membership. But no, what I'm doing, I have a co-creation lab where my members and I, we can get together and we all create vision board for this week so that I'm there to help them out. So, because it is really important to create a win win situation. This is energy exchange. And also, I realized that many times what happen if you just keep on providing free, people generally they just put it on shelf. Okay, this is free, so I will look at it later. But when they pay not just money, but when they pay their time, when they pay their attention, they move the needle in their own business. So it is important. So depending on your niche, depending on your goals, you can always find free and paid community. And the differences are generally the way I mentioned what are the differences in the free and paid community. But surely you can be part of it and then go there and engage. You can ask the questions and means basically follow the community's rules because every community has a different rule. So depending on the rule, yeah, you can promote your offers. Just check the rules, you follow their rules, and just yeah, see what you can achieve for your business.
Absolutely, absolutely. One more question I had was with regards to artificial intelligence. So, and in terms of digital courses, so people will think everyone can now make AI, use AI and make digital courses. How do you tell them that this is not AI and this is your expertise? How is it going to work? How does it work for you?
See, AI is a tool, and you need to know how to use a tool. It has been around for a long time. No, it is just prominent. You just see, you know, you give a prompt and you see what the output is coming. It is so mechanical. Is it telling your heart? Is it telling your voice? Use AI strategically. I'm not at all against AI, but use AI strategically. For example, you can use AI to create the outline of your course. Okay, but you don't need to follow that outline perfectly because you personally want to add some extra modules, so you can add those modules and all. And AI is as good as the prompt you design. So you can create the outline. For example, even for blog you can create the outline, but the if whatever paragraphs you want to write in the blog, they have to be written by you. But of course, after that, once you write, you can pass through AI to do some corrections and some, for example, they might change the sentence structure and all. But AI just scraps the internet and just creates it. It may not be even your voice, it may not be your heart, and it won't appeal you. If it doesn't appeal you, how can it appeal your prospects? Because it is a heart to heart conversation. And as I told you, anything, even though it is digital or physical, whatever it is always your subconscious mind is deciding. And people are smart and they sense it. And AI is so mechanical. So if it is a tool, use it strategically. For example, you can create AI for outline. Even I use AI. Okay, I want heading. I want a catchy heading. Give me a catchy heading. Give me 10 catchy heading. Out of that, I will choose one, or I may even combine two headings into one, or I'll create that. But AI actually avoids the blank page syndrome, so that you don't have to just keep on staring. So you can some do the means basically your brain and mind jogging and all, everything is there. So It can be really good for heading, it can be good for outline, and it can be good for correction, because see, English is my third language, so my English is really not that great. Means I have been in the US way longer than I have been in India, but still, when I write, many times I think in my mother tongue and I write in English on paper, and so my sentences are structured that way. So AI corrects my sentence structure, but still the message is coming from me. And that's why, means basically I wrote so many articles, and even on LinkedIn I have written many articles, and people really liked them because it was my voice. And did I use AI? Of course, surely I used. But did AI write my article? No, I wrote my article. I just use AI to give me some ideas, a tweak here and there. It is a tool, you know. It, you shouldn't be totally dependent on it, and you shouldn't be actually against it, because it is a tool. It is up to you. You know, knife, you can actually cut the vegetables or you can kill somebody. It's up to you. It is a tool. It's up to you how you are going to use it.
Absolutely, it's a tool, and that is where you have perfectly said that people can utilize it in so many ways, including for digital success in their lives as a solopreneurs. There is much to learn from you, Sue, and I'm sure a lot of people can learn from your also from your podcast. Tell us a bit about your podcast, New Beginning Inspiration for You.
Yeah, my podcast I started because my blogs were getting lots of traction, and people loved my blogs, and they said, we love your blogs, we cannot read, we don't have time, why don't you start podcast, why don't you start YouTube channel? And again, that was the last thing um, into my mind, because again, I had that inferiority complex, that okay, my English is not great, I have accent, because my kids are born here, and they still tell me that, oh mommy, you have accent. And my husband studied in English medium, and he has UK accent. My kids have American accents, and I'm the one with Indian accent. I never wanted to talk, and I never wanted to show my face. But I started doing that because I said people want it, and if I can add value to other people's lives, I cannot put eyes on myself. As far as I'm adding value to other people's lives, sure, I would do that. And that's how I started podcast. And anyone who can share their story of struggle and success, and they can inspire solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, small business owners, course creators, affiliate marketers, they are welcome to come on my podcast and share their journey. But I also allow other people also to come on my podcast. For example, one lady approached me. She said, I have a non-profit, and she said, can I come on your podcast? I said, surely you can come. But I told her my audience is mainly entrepreneurs. Is it okay? She said, yeah, perfectly fine. She came on podcast. She builds houses in Dominican Republic, and she shared her story. And 2 days after the podcast was released, she called me. She said, "So I want to talk to you." I said, "Okay, sure." I said, "It is released and all everything." She said, "No, no, no. I want to talk to you." I said, "Okay, let's talk." She said, "You won't believe. I got a call, and somebody offered me $20,000 donation." So I said, "Wow, that is really great." She said, "No, you don't know the full story." She said they heard me on your podcast, and that's why I got $20,000 donation. I'm not saying it is regular day story. It happened. I want to share you. So anyway, if you are adding value to anyone's life, so initially I would say that if you are inspiring entrepreneurs, you come on my podcast. But now I say, if you can inspire any human being, come on my podcast, share your story, share your success, share your struggles, and you are welcome.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a nice thought. Indeed, there is so much to learn from you, Sue, and I'm sure a lot of people would want to learn from you about solopreneurs, success, and so many other things, including from your podcast and also from your courses. What is the best way for them to connect with you, Sue?
Yeah, best way to connect is actually go on my website newbeginning.com. It is spelled at nubeginning.com. And I have been having this name for a long time because I always thought that whatever project I started, I always gave a new beginning to myself and others. So it is a new beginning, and you will find wealth of resources. I have a freebie corner over there, and there are tons of resources. So grab hold of those free resources first, because I'm not telling you to commit to my paid community right now. Just see, because you may not be able to relate to me. Everyone doesn't relate to me. So if you cannot relate to me, if you cannot understand my accent, you don't need to be part of my paid community. But yeah, if you see what I'm offering for free, that is of value, and if you want to know more about what my paid offers are, surely you can look into them. And even my membership, I gave first free trial. So first come on my membership, try that free trial, and if you want, then only you become a paid member. And if you want to make money in 7 days or 30 days or 90 days, yeah, I have those programs too. And I have podcast, I have weekly challenges. But if you already have the digital products ready, you want to sell, yeah, I have affiliate army. It's over 200 plus countries where they are ready to sell your, yeah, digital products for just small commission, so that you can relax and they will do all the hard sell for you. So come to the website newbeginning.com. You can also find me on LinkedIn, but LinkedIn, actually my real full name is there because I got verified, and my real name is Sumedha Patwardhan. It's my both names are really first name, last name, they are long. So I shortened here Sue Pats because my husband was called Pats. So yeah, you can find those two places. I have a various YouTube channels, many channels for business. I have travel channels because travel is our hot button. So you can find me even on the travel channels. You will find me everywhere.
Of course, absolutely. When you go digital, you are found everywhere. And if you want to go digital success, then you must find Sue Pats on newbeginning.com. With this,
And
it's
I wanted to add, you said that, okay, this is not only just US and India, it's all over the world. My first client came from New Zealand, second came from Australia, and I never been there. And my family lives in Australia. I haven't been to Australia yet, but my clients came from there. And then my second set of clients started coming from Europe. Yeah, I have been to Europe many times, but I haven't visited all the countries in Europe. So yeah, it is really global. And what you said in the introduction, it's absolutely right. Thank you.
thank you. With
And
this,
I watched your videos. You are doing great work. Means, because I go on people's podcast, and before joining their podcast as a guest, I watch because I want to know their style of interview. And I watch your interviews, and I just wanted to watch one, but then I kept on watching one after the other and one after the other. And I really loved it because it is so natural. It is really not scripted. It is so natural flow. I really loved it. Means, it's amazing way you are doing. And keep up the great work, and I really appreciate you are doing great work. Thank you.
thank you, Sue. Thank you for your kind words. And when you are yourself, you don't need to work very hard, Sue, because you are the expert. I just need to look at it from a learner's point of view. If I learn, I can ask questions like a learner. And so many people in the world want to learn from master guests like you. So that's
Thank
the
you.
whole trick to do what I am doing. And I'm sure anyone can do that. With this, it's a wrap on this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live. Thank you so much indeed for joining us.